Hello, I'm Tracy Diane. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you like uh, to join or keep so you can keep watching my videos. And press the thumbs up or thumbs down, depending what you like, if whether you like it or not. Uh, Today I'm going to talk to you about uh, I'm doing my movie club series, and today I'll be talking to you about the Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is horror, a thriller, and it was released on October 14, 2022. Cast is Jamie Lee Curtis. Uh, this movie is the last Halloween series, and the first one was in 1978. 44 years later, I was in junior high when that came out. That's been a pretty classic uh, movie for my generation. Um, uh, Throughout the series, there's this man named, or main focus is Michael Myers, and who was committed to a sanitarium as a child after murdering his older sister, Judith Myers. Some years later, Michael has escaped and stalk and kill most of the people in a fictional town called Heddonfield, Illinois. And for 44 years, he has been terrifying his other sister, Laurie Strode, who played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And in this particular movie, the it's been like 4 years since the last time everybody's seen Michael Myers, and at this point, uh, Lori is living with her granddaughter and is trying to finish a book that's about her life. And like I said, Michael hasn't been seen since the last encounter, which was 4 years ago. And Lori, at this point, I would say, has is suffering from PTSD and is always on the edge. I mean, anything. She's just always on edge of everything, and particularly there's another kid in the community who just happens to killed a kid while babysitting, and this kid is also has fell in love with Lori's granddaughter, and something about this kid uh, reminds her of Michael Myers, and she's just like always on edge and just always snapping and always reacting, and she's acting somebody who's been through a lot of trauma and just cannot. Uh, well, she needs a lot of therapy. Um, this kid that who killed this boy while babysitting also friended Michael Myers, and he did some killings for Michael Myers by using his mask and going around town and killing some people. And uh, Michael Myers does kill this kid that took his mask. And at this point, um, uh, particularly Lori, she's just at this point where she's just had enough. Well, let's come back. There's been a lot of movies on this video, in the series, and um, I haven't watched all of them, but because they're always been the same, and it's always uh, well, there's got to the point where it has to end, and I just kind of don't want. There's a point where I just didn't want to continue with it, so I ended for myself. But um, but when Lori came back a couple movies back, uh, that movie was she's an older woman, a main character, and she's older, and which is something Hollywood doesn't always allow someone that age group to be a major character or a major uh, point in the series. They're always like a mom or grandma or somewhere on the side, but she was like the main character. And what I liked about when I started watching that, because I like the idea that she is older, and plus she's not just this usual damsel in distress type of female. This she's a woman who stood up for herself and start fighting her own battles. I mean, just I like that. I like that, and I wish more movies with female characters was more of a is more have more strength in themselves to stand up for themselves and not always being needing somebody to rescue them. But anyway, in this the last series, like I said, she's always on edge, acting out as if like a victim who's been traumatized, and it is really more this. They really focus a lot on mental issues, and you know, PTSD is a real deal, and it needs to be addressed. Um, at this movie, they do finally, well, at least I hope, find a way to end the series where they kill Michael. I mean, they. Let me go back a little bit later. There was a time when, in the earlier series, where they did cut off his head, and that should have been the end of it. But somehow they brought him back. But in this series or this show, they managed to put him into this meat grinder or wood cheddar and just chopped him off into small pieces. And how he comes out of that, I don't know. But the movie was okay. It was just kind of a way to bring the series to an end. But it almost felt like it was going to end because they brought in this new kid. Like I said, who killed this child while babysitting. At first, I thought maybe he's going to be turn out to be Michael's son, or somehow they would continuation series through him, which it could. Um, uh, but hopefully they end it though. And I just thought we had enough. Like I said, this movie's the first uh, film was in '78, and that's 44 years. 44 years. Most of us are getting up there in age, and we oh, can't. Well, like I say, it has to end. Uh, like I said, I did like I love the genre, but like I said, at some point it had to end. Um, and I think. That's it. The next movie I plan to do is Ticket to Paradise, and I'll see you then.